So this is going to be a scuffed review, as scuffed as the figures themselves. If you've seen my Leonardo video, the live stream, or the short video I did, you know exactly what to expect. Nothing changes with this. The whole set is the same way, for good and for bad. So I'm on location at my sister's house watching her cute little doggos. Here's the dog tags, little Maddie and Charlie. Adorable. A ratcheted mess. But I got these. I wanted to film them, check it out, see how the set is. $60 worth, $55 worth. If we're being real, no. Like, I think they're cool. I don't regret paying what I did. But the Super7, and I know everything going on with tariffs, all the people there are lovely people. They basically have no fucking factory and back QC process to iron out a lot of these issues. The accessories on this set just kind of fucking suck. They're boring. Mostly you get hands. You get the extra head pack is cool. Leo is whatever. Mikey has spinning chucks, which is rad, but everyone else just gets their basic ass weapons. So it's a real basic ass set. For $55, you gotta be like the smoothest, most enjoyable mechanical figure ever, or have awesome paint, or have fucking awesome accessories, and it kind of just has none of it, so it is what it is. Anyways, enjoy this scuffed ass review. One interesting thing that I haven't seen mentioned a lot yet is while waves past Super7 did drop like the proper shipper box, this one came from Super7, also from Entertainment Earth. This is like the factory shipper box. So you do kind of still get a shipper box. It doesn't have like the cool branding, but I actually kind of love seeing this information. So I just thought that was really interesting. Like you get that little like cardboard thing, and there you go. And this is what the current packaging scheme is, right? Where you get just the coverless Super7 style box, which I just think is cool. The artwork on all of them is really, really neat. Like, and I like it even connects a little bit, but you can see each turtle. Like, there's just, I never got super deep into the 2003 line, but there is just like a ton of nostalgia baked in. I don't know. Get the bags off, and Super7, like, this level of packaging probably hurts them. They could probably save some money if they, like, pared it down. But this is just, it's a freaking great display. If you're an inbox collector, that's fantastic. The colors for each turtle, the retro artwork. I mean, even the little, like, head pack is really cool and neat. So Super7, like, say what you will, but they do have a very premium packaging experience. And you see our turtle boys all together there. They do share a lot of the same accessories. So they each get the two like splayed hands and then two extra fists aside from like the grippy one they have. You can see here, doot, 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 doot. They each get a turtle comm. And then Mikey is the winner of the group, because he gets the spinny chuck effects. There's no weapon effects. They should have gone Joy Toy style, where each one gets a spinny slashy effect. They each do get an extra head. Leo, I think I swapped him. This is the default head, just kind of smirky. And then Donnie has a smirky head, then a wacky grin. Raph, all teethy. Mikey, he has the laughy head, then he has a smirky one. The head packs are actually pretty dang good when we get into those, right? So more teethy on the turtles, except for Leo. Like, this one, we'll get more into it when we're posing it, but not a ton different than his, like, default one. It's like, they might even give me the same fucking one. I don't know. His eyes are more squinty. That's a miss. They are very securely packaged. In a nice way, though. They only have one twisty tie. If you're going to do ties, at least make them twisty ties. But you'll see, I don't even think they needed ties on these guys. These ones are locked in here. So freaking tight. Oh my god. One pro tip I found, just kind of push in the plastic. God, it's just... Whew. And then Mikey is out. Like I said, Mikey also has the best accessories because he gets spinny chucks. Spinny chucks are always going to win every freaking time. This plastic is just slightly too fucking hard. Get the head there. Little. I feel like there's like dents from the plastic. And then we have Mikey here. So I've already had Leo, so I know what to expect. and opening the other turtles just confirmed everything. Mechanically, I do not like these turtles. They look pretty good. You can kind of see, again, the shading, you can see here, like that's the kind of paintwork we're talking about on the turtles here. The lighting isn't good. Again, forgive me, we're on location. I'll do a follow-up video with like my normal lighting and like poses and all that. But the paint, again, you have the Happy Meal shell. I understand that's, you know, how it looks in the show. Though if you look in the art, significantly darker. Whatever, cartoon accurate or not, in person, this just doesn't look good. It looks shitty and unfinished. I do think the turtle skin themselves, even the plastron in person, actually looks pretty good. I don't mind it at all. They did some, like I said, some nice shading hits. But they're essentially, for all intents and purposes, what we think of like well-painted turtles. I'm going to say no. But mechanically, so these aren't loose. So if your only hope for Super 7 is to not have like a loosey-goosey hip, they nailed it. The double jointed, you know, I know people are hoping this will like change the game with articulation. There's no butterfly joint that's just like pegged into there. Standard kind of shoulder hinge. So you can get your full towns in, but it's going to be modified depending on how you swing it around. Bicep cut. The double jointed elbows. These double joints, it's interesting because they kind of did the Super 7 thing where they just like did their same joint scheme, but they doubled it, right? And so you have like a twist in there on both at like both connection sites, and then it bends there. These don't feel good to fucking move and pose. There's some figures you can just like casually pose around. This one I have to like apply force, and granted, Super 7 being tight is a pretty good thing, right? But that doesn't mean these figures feel good in hand. I think they look pretty good, going by, like, you know, the style the bandanas do, twirl around. They're also on like a peg if you want to take them out completely. So you can do that, do different looks. I think they nailed the show look. Does that mean they look good if you're not a fan of the show? Of course not. So you can judge if you like the look or not, if they're too plasticky for you. But mechanically, these don't feel good. I understand you could heat them up. I'm always leery with heating up Super 7 figures in particular because they get looser over time, right? But it's just, I don't know. For $60, I understand Super 7 small production run. They might not be able to fix the pricing at you. And it's $55 from Super 7 themselves, right? They don't feel good. I do think the hyperextend is pretty cool. The articulation you get with the double joints, I don't even think it's all that fantastic. I mean, it's pretty good, but there's something in there's something in the Super 7 QC process that just isn't there, and I don't know what it is. I just don't think there's enough back and forth from the factories where you get the first product back and you're like, how can we make this smoother? How can we make this good? There's also scuffing. You're gonna scuff the shit out of these figures if you try to pose them in any way that takes advantage of what they are. You're gonna end up scuffing shit. Raph, I scuffed like fucking immediately. You can see there on his shoulders, again, harsh lighting, whatever. Leo, from a lot of posing, I've scuffed him in all sorts of various ways. So these figures are gonna end up scuffed. They're gonna end up shitified, right? Maybe I can do the three turtles there. It's just anytime you push it, and it's, you know why? Like this, you can kind of see, right? The connections that they're rubbing up on, it's just fucking sharp-ass plastic. They didn't, like, bevel it. They didn't make it, like, a softer type. So anytime it touches in it, you see, it's gonna get fucking scuffed. This is just a scuffed-ass kind of design. But it's pretty dang dope. Like, you get Mikey's nunchucks. If people are wondering about the chuck storage, it goes on the side belt. Because apparently that's how he does it. Like in the show, he just jams the chucks in there, like so. So there's the little give. I've seen like avionics, he jammed it in the back because there's enough give there. You can do it. I don't know if they designed it that way, But yeah, I think technically, oh God, Show Mikey just jams them in the belt like so. So that's pretty cool. I mean, the rest of them have their normal... well, actually, Raph does the same kind of fucking thing where you have to just jam it in the belt. Leo, of course, has his scabbards. Donnie has the thing in the back. So in terms of storage, they're going accurate to the show where there's nothing on there. They didn't add it. So Mikey's pretty cool. You get the chained chucks. You can create your own spinny chuck effect. They look good. They look nice. Still pretty bare bones, but apparently this pops off. So you get like the chuck. And then here's our beautiful spinny chuck. You just port that in the back. I would say Mikey's worth getting just for the spinny chuck action. Look at this. Pretty dope. And you can get both. You put those in there. And he is chucking and fucking. Let's go. Look at that. I mean, this makes up for freaking everything. See, and here's the thing, like, it gets spun around. If I want to make sure to do it, those clicks, so it's like, it's very ratcheted, so it's not bad. fucking stellar. Like, all the turtles are pretty goddamn cool if we go through each of them. So there's your close look at Mikey. If you wanted a close look at Raph, if I take off, I don't know, this is like more... I wouldn't say natural light, but the lighting here is shit, whatever. There. It like peters down. You can see, again, so they did some of like the extra paint hits, but it's so subtle. I'm not going to fucking get like a lighting degree in film to show you how it goes. But if you've had one of these turtles, you've had them all. I do like the different color variations. Oh yeah, Donnie does come with goggles. You get these like rubbery goggles, so if you want him to like goggle up like the fucking dork that he is, you can. I would assume it's probably best. Like, let's do a head swap. If you're wondering about the head swaps, they're not necessarily bad, but they're not like Mezco smooth. You know, you gotta, it's akin to some NECAs. That actually kind of hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna do that. Let's do this like a goggle-eyed dork. Was it this way? Was it maybe this way? I don't know. There we go. Pretty cool. I mean, he doesn't have his like duffel bag or nothing. The turtle communicators, they're cool, but they're basically fucking useless because the hands don't really like hold them naturally. I don't know. Throw it in there. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? Pretty dope. Leo, if you've seen Leo from my other video, I think he's pretty solid. I think he's pretty cool. I do think like a wash on this could have certainly helped. Scuff McGee, though, like, again, you can see like anytime it touches any of those parts, it's getting scuffed. So it's pretty dang cool. I will say mechanically, they're very consistent. None of these are loose. None of these are terrible. I think some of the connections in the knee itself, they'll probably get loose over time, and sometimes for the better of it. But because posing these legs, I fucking hate it. But yeah, I don't know. There's your four turtle brothers. Let's check out the freaking custom head pack. I just kind of cut this bitch open sloppily. I do like the card. Mine's already kind of like fucked though, because it like... Whatever. The heads. So again, this is like the same fucking head. What do we... He's... I love you guys, but whose fucking idea was it to be like, Leo's alternate head, let's make him slightly squintier? What do we... What is that, a fucking joke? Donnie's is good. So Donnie has a smirk. He has his other toothy thing. And then he has that. Mikey's is pretty good. He has, like, here's his, like, default thing. And then he has that. And then Raph is more toothy. So the heads, let me put them all on. Fucking head swap on Donnie. Not bad.
The head articulation, by the way, like that moves a little bit, and then it's like a standard ball peg, so it's okay. It's not great. They look down pretty all right. There's really like no looking up. To look up, you got to do like that kind of thing. So Donnie with his fucking grin there. Let me pop off. Fucking hell. I pop. My God. That's a real pain in the dick. I don't. Oh, fucking hell. That. Okay. Okay, then. Serenity now. Serenity now. Ugh. So there's Raph's alt head. Pretty sick. It's a cool Raph. I like the Raph a lot. Put him back there. Where the fuck was Mikey's? I think this is Mikey's alt head. The Winky. A good Winky Mikey is always nice. Ugh. Fucking slightly squint ass Leo. Yeah, the Leo head just fucking makes me mad. Whoever thought this was like good, like he has like more of a smile, but come the fuck on. I don't mean to be a dick about it, but also like the plastic look on the swords, I think looks just like fucking ridiculous. Like, and the side, I think that's just such a ugly look. It would not hurt you to have did him silver, you know, like even with Mikey's chucks, you know, like I don't know. So yeah, this is the full wave of Super 7. Like I said, kind of a scuffed review to go with scuffed figures as we're on location. Final verdict, are they worth $90, fucking 90, $60 each, 55 each? I don't know. If you really like the 2003 series, if you're like a huge fan, I mean, you're going to get them anyways, regardless of the price. For $55, I would expect like much smoother, no scuffing. I mean, I can even look past the paint. If you want to just go for this look, paint the fucking swords. Give us cooler accessories. You essentially just get hands and their weapons. So it's so bare bones, and maybe it's just like a bare bones TV show. I also fucking hate the TV show. But like, it's a pretty dang cool set. $55 though. For $55, your QC and your mechanics have to fucking rock. They have to be smooth as hell. And just do some funner accessories. You wasted your time with like the turtle comms. Like, oh, I don't need that. I don't care. Like Donnie's goggles are cool. So it's a pretty cool set, but I don't know. People are going to wait for clearance on these. I don't blame them. If you get these for $30, that's a fucking steal. Obviously, I got them for full price. I got the extra head pack. I even got extra Leo just to like check them out for y'all, and because I'm just impatient ass. But yeah, not what I would expect for full price, but pretty dang cool figures, all things considered. Mechanically, the best Super 7. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think of these. Stay tuned in the future for some more intricate posing, because I can't fucking be asked.